watching programs on my Kindle anyway. And it's great.
Do 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 do.
You know that I'm just a great of it, so
I'll
yeah,
just have to
I
film
know.
it and just leave it.
Just leave it.
You can film it. Yeah, that's well. Do that if that doesn't work out, because it does always take a couple of minutes for it to catch up. You know. Ah, here we go. Oh, blimey hell. There we go. Oh no, you're on. This is it. You're now on. This is definitely on.
Apparently, I'm definitely on. Apparently. I'm waiting to see what Eno says. Apparently, I'm definitely on.
Well, it's saying you're on. There I am. Yeah.
Yay. Apparently, we're online. This is 3 times in a row now I've tried to do this. All of you are following Kitchen. Bang. And the kitchen is gone. So, by the sounds of it, you heard a bit of Dylan. So, yeah, welcome to Very Ripped Up Kitchen. We've still got the sink in. What's left is the sink with the dripping tap. Drip, 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 drip. Drip, 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 drip. Because everything else, including the ceiling, has been ripped out. Hello, Macabran. Yeah, it's all gone. Bang, and the kitchen is gone. So yeah, we have. Hi, stay ready, MJ. We're just. How are we all, Macabran? We're all fine, thank you. How are you? I've been sending people your way. Hopefully, you'll get some raids soon. That'll be hello, boom. Hopefully, you'll get some raids soon, Macabran, from things I've been doing on UK Twitch streamers on Facebook. People going, does anybody want raiding? I've gone, can you raid this one? Hopefully being busy with work and stuff. Well, good. I'm glad you've been busy with work and things, but we've been busy with This Is All Gone. Anybody who saw the previous video, all sounds good, thank you. You're welcome. Anybody who's gone, I wanted somebody to raid, I've gone, go and say hello to Macabran and tell them I've sent them. Because me and Eno get enough people who come and give us love and affection and say hi, so, have some back. But anyway, anybody who saw the last... That was Boom, you're in the chat. I know, Eno, I know. Mod's in the chat. Mod in the house. Boom has so many uses. But yeah, anybody who saw the last video, this is what we've got. This is what we're left with. Apparently there's a lot of pipes. We don't know where half of them go. Gas fitter's coming tomorrow to have a look at that. So walls are been stripped. The tail of the walls. Some idiot decided to put cardboard stuck to the walls and then stick tiles on them. So all our tiles were sticked on to cardboard that was glued onto the walls. And then they used big blobs of adhesive that we've had to rip off. To kind of... He's basically spent all day today trying to get this big blobs of adhesive off the walls and trying to fill them. It's really, really, really has Evil Dead vibes currently. It really does. It has really, really spooky vibes. It's like... Anybody seen the old wallpaper as well? This... We're trying to figure out what year that might be from, but we think that's the original wallpaper. So... yeah, and they're trying to get that off as well, which has been a nightmare so far for them. As this gas fitter's coming tomorrow, we tried to figure out if we could put a pipe up through here. Hello, Andrea. Looks like 60s or 70s. I said 60s. I did say 60s. We tried to figure out if we could put the pipe through here, but alas, we cannot. So this pipe is going to have to stay, which we're not impressed about, but it's staying. It says ceiling's gone, completely gone. And this pipe that goes around the door goes all the way up and round, as you can see, and then comes out in these 3 pipes here. And we only know what one of them's for. Who knows what the other 2 are for? These 2 we still haven't figured out what the hell these are for. We're sure they're for something, we just don't know what. This pipe we don't know what's for. And these pipes over here, at least 2 of them, we don't know what they're for. So that's going to be fun for the gas fitter tomorrow when he comes and goes, right. He was on about the door. This is a fairly new door frame, but in case you can't tell, I told everybody this is the house that Bodge built. They didn't put any expanding foam between the door and the wall. So that's just been kind of hanging there with no... They normally put expanding foam in between that, apparently. Well, they didn't. So there you go. Bodge job all round. We now can't do this window. There's nothing we can do with this window for the time being, unless we want to pay like another £1,000. So they're just going to plaster around it, and we're going to replace the window another time. Copper pipes are normally for heating and keeping water in radiators because it's good for heat. We figured that, we just don't know what they're attached to, because we've got like a billion pipes going all over the place and we've only got a few radiators. Anyway, that's what the kitchen state is in at the moment. We did our first... I'm going into the dining room out the way. We did our first meal without a kitchen in my little makeshift dining room kitchen, comes kitchen. So this is my cooking area right now. I am literally... Could have been an old system. We think it goes to the back boiler. We have a back boiler back here that doesn't work anymore and needs ripping out, really. We have a cat. Hello, Catkin. They are not impressed with us at the moment. They are not my friend. Oh, yeah, you're going to say boop to the camera. Boop. There we go. You are not my friend, are you, mate? You did not like all the banging and all the silliness that was going off. You tell the people. You tell them all. You say I was not impressed at all, were you? He came this morning. We were in bed, and he said, "Oh, thank you, thank you, Andrea. I've got 2 cats, so he's one of them. That's Miles, and Ben's around upstairs somewhere. But you were the one that came running into our bedroom this morning. Yeah, Boop Cam." He's the one that came running into our bedroom this morning in complete distress because somebody was here. And he was like, "There's somebody in the house. There's somebody in the house. There's somebody in the house." And then that somebody started knocking things down. He was like, "There's somebody in the house and they're knocking things down. Oh my God, oh my God." And I've never seen a cat run around a room like that in my life. It's like, and I was like, oh dear, the cat's distressed. Because I had Dylan and Gatsby upstairs. I was trying to keep them both kind of out the way and safe. The dog's kind of coped with it, but he's not been very happy with us because he hasn't been able to come in and out the back door, because we normally have the back door open for them, and just, you know, leave the kitchen for them to come in and out of because the back's secure, and he hasn't been able to. So what we've been having to do with the dog is keep him on lead all day, and take him out front every time he wants to go for a wee or a poop. And I could tell he needed a poop, but he wouldn't go because it was the front, and he doesn't use the front. So I'm not using the front garden. So I said today I'm going to have to take him for a walk around the block, and I did. And we took him for a big walk around the block, and after about 4 or 5 minutes, he did like 6 poops in a row. So he did need a poop, bless him. He was holding it in, bless his little socks. Hello, Miles. Are you coming to say hello again? Hello. Are you off? The cats have been, hey, hello. Cute Cam. The cats have been using the current boxes of the kitchen, because this is all the stuff that's going to be making up our new kitchen, including radiators and all that kind of stuff. You'll have to send me a link to that Twitch Facebook group. It's just Twitch Streamers UK. I'll give you a link as soon as I can. I don't know if Leo can do you one now, but yeah. But there's also UK Twitch Streamers and Twitch Streamers UK, but I'm on both for some strange reason. But yeah, these two cats have been using this as their playground, and I've been climbing up and down this all the time. And Miles got stuck earlier as well, which was hilarious, watching him go meow, meow, because he was stuck. Weren't you, Miles? Who was stuck? Who was stuck? You gonna come and say hello? You come boot camp, boot camp. Hey, boot camp. So, yeah, so they're not impressed with us anyway. The cat's not impressed with us, the dog's not impressed with us, but they do like the climbing frame. I've been saying for quite a while now, I'm going to have to do a situation where when this room is... Hello? What are you up to? When this room is finally clear of the kitchen stuff, I'm going to have to do something for them in here, because they do have a tower, but it's rubbish. And I think they kind of need a good tower. I'm going to have to find a good expensive one that I can like floor to ceiling and them both climbing around on. The other big boys up in the bedroom aren't in they? It's just you down here. Just you scared stiff, aren't you? Checking everything out, making sure everything's all right. Bless him. But yeah, so it's been a long day. We went to bed about 2 o'clock last night, and we got up about 8 this morning. Well, Leo got up about 8 this morning. I got up about 8:30. It's been a long couple of days. But everything got ripped out today. Everything's out now into the Hippo bag. Hippo bag's been awesome. I would highly recommend Hippo bags to anybody. So yeah, everything's gone, and hopefully... Sorry, I'm watching this cat crawl around behind me. Like, can't make his mind up where he's going. Where are you going? That's Daddy's games. Everything's been chucked in here because of the... He's not paying any mind to me. Nobody ever does in this house. Hello, Miles. I may as well not exist in this house as far as the animals are concerned. They're not being fed, they're not interested. This is why I was offered 2 more today. Well, 3 more cats today. I was like, no. No. I said no. Even though I would, quite happily, I think my husband would go crazy if I brought any more animals home right now. And that's just the next thing I want is either like I would like a tegu, but tegus are too big. They take up too much space. So I think it's going to have to either be a corn snake or a gecko or something, you know, a bit smaller. Because I says, oh, we've got climbing action. Mountaineering is going off. Let's see if we can see the mountaineering cat. Do 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 do. Don't get yourself stuck again. I'm not rescuing you. That says he got himself stuck earlier. He wasn't impressed, bless him. He's really not my friend right now. He's very, very unhappy with the whole situation. And it's fair enough. Cats don't like things changing and things being disturbed and things not being their way they used to. Whereas the dog's a bit more like, yeah, whatever. As long as you feed me and take me for a walk, I don't care. But even he was a bit concerned that he had to go out front for a wheeze and poops today. And he's going to have to go out tomorrow as well. It's going to be a few days before that kitchen, I think maybe a week or so before that kitchen's in a state where the flooring's going to have been done, the walls will have been put back up, the ceiling will have been put back up, and they can just walk through. Until then, they're stuck coming in and out the double doors here and going out front. Yeah, you know, in Coney, it's been a few days since you streamed something. Yeah, he's we've had some Dylan issues. As says, we were up till 2 a.m. last night. Dylan hasn't been going to sleep at all. In fact, he's wide awake right now in there. And it's causing us a lot of problems because we can't get anything done and we can't go to bed. And it ended up coming to a bit of a head last night, and I ended up losing my temper, and we ended up with the whole family having a big row, and Dylan was crying and upset, and Leo was upset, and I was upset. And yeah, so Leo is due to stream tomorrow night. And I think he probably will. I think it'll just mean that I'm going to have to take Dylan upstairs and mod from upstairs, or possibly, you know, just have Dylan in the background, because we don't know what to do. We really don't know what to do. He's back at school on the 23rd, and he will not go to sleep. He will not go to bed. And it's causing a lot of stress and issues for us. And I think it's because all of this is going off. He's a bit unsettled, and he doesn't know what's going off, as well as the animals being unsettled. And it's kind of making us all a bit stressed out, I think the words are. And being honest, I shouldn't have done it in lockdown. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have done it at all. It was me that wants the kitchen. It's me that wants the house to be nice. Nobody else gives a shit. I don't know why I'm bothering, if I'm honest. So I've got to the stage now where I've said, once this kitchen's done, I'm not doing anything else in this house. Maybe until Dylan's a teenager or something like that. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with the aggravation. I can't be bothered with the fighting. I can't be bothered with people who won't go to bed. I can't be bothered with the animals being upset. So unfortunately, we do need a lot more work doing. Things like the bathroom could do with doing. As in here needs decorating. I've got all the wallpaper and everything to do in here. But I'm at the stage now where I'm like, I don't want to disrupt anybody anymore until things are back to normal. And Dylan's a lot older. I'm just going to have to put up with the house in the state that it's in. Which makes me quite sad, because I would like the house to be nice. I don't want a showroom, but I would like my house to be nice. And actually having the kitchen's too late now. There's nothing I can do about that. That's gone. You know what I mean? It's been ripped out. So it's a case now of the kitchen's been ripped out. There's no walls, there's no ceiling. In fact, I'm going to go back in there for anybody who hasn't seen it, who's just joined us. It's been ripped out. There's nothing we can do about that. We can't turn back on that now. But yeah, it's made me reluctant to do anything else. I mean, living in this with animals and a 4-year-old child. Leo says we should target the loft, but I fear the dust and the mess in Dylan's bedroom from that. But we shall see. But, you know, having all of this with kids and animals and all of those kind of things going off, and being in lockdown, and just generally everybody being a bit and stressed out, has been not a good thing at all. But hopefully, touch wood, we get back to normal fairly quickly, and Leo shall get back to streaming tomorrow, and I shall get back to trying to get on top of this house. But as far as any major decorating or anything is concerned, it's a lot to deal with. I'm really damn sending love. Thank you, Rebecca Bren. Thank you for sending love. We appreciate it. But yeah, it's been stressful. I think that's it. I think that's the fairest way to put it. We've been a bit stressed. And I think I realised that it's taking its toll on people in this house. And that's not what I wanted. I didn't want it to be so stressful that it ruined, you know, our relationships in the household. So to me, it's like, I'm not doing anything again. I'm not doing it. It's just not worth it. It says it's upset the animals. It's upset my son. Now me and Leo are arguing constantly. Leo can't stream and stuff because Dylan's awake, and it gets to 1, 2 in the morning and we're all exhausted, and that child still won't sleep. And we don't know why. He's just not sleeping. If I went in the living room right now, 20 quid says that child's still awake. 20 quid. Anybody want that bet? I know he knows not going to take it. Are you still awake, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watching things on my tablet.
Just watching things on your tablet.
No tablet.
Just watching things on his tablet.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, he's not going to take that bet at all, were you? You weren't going to take the 20 quid the Dylan's not asleep bet. He's not stupid. However, we did unearth. They'd also put lino on top of lino. I don't know if you can see this. There was a lino on top of lino. That was the other thing we unearthed today. Because this floor's going to come up. And we know there's red tiling underneath this floor. Which is, I don't know if anybody can see. But where the pattern floor is next to it, we've got red tiling. So we knew there was red tiling down on this floor. Because that's throughout the house. Oh, bless him. No, oh, bless him. Oh, bless him in a minute. The dog's coming in here now. You going outside, Baba? You going outside? So you can say hello when you come back in. So yeah, we found that we were right. The floor tiles are these red tiles that are throughout the ground floor of this property. So they double linoed it. And the lino that's down is the crappiest in the world. And the one that's underneath that is like some proper 60s Doomfest. This kitchen must have been very bright in the 60s. Because between that wallpaper and that freaking flooring, somebody was taking the piss. I don't mind this blue though. I don't know where that's from, but the blue is quite nice. But it's going green in here once I finally... We're going Lime Crush, I think it's called, which is a Johnson's paint colour. So it's going to be green. Of course, the ceilings and everything will be white, but yeah. It'll be fine once it's done, but it's getting through the process and getting to the end of it, and they must not have been sober when they did it. They must have been on drugs. I swear to God, and they must have been smoking weed. I swear to God. The thing is, it was we know, the little old lady that we got it off, she passed away. Bless. We knew that she lived in it from the 50s. She bought it in the 50s when it was first built. They were built late 40s, early 50s. These all the houses around here, and they built them, and then people moved, like families moved in and stuff. So she raised her family here. So I think she just either had very bad taste, or I don't know what it was. Or maybe she was a bit colourblind or something. I don't know. But the whole house was a bit as this house that Jack built. The holes in the walls that he's found everywhere. I mean, it's literally that he's trying to repair now. They're on top of black. And why you would stick cardboard to the wall to then tile on black mortar? Because that was just ridiculous. It's no wonder this house always felt grimy. The black mortar has been dripping down the whole time, crumbling down the whole time and making dirt everywhere. And no wonder I've never been managed to get on top of all the black mortar everywhere, because they're fucking just... I'm thinking there's tiles on top of this black mortar, so of course they've tiled it properly. Of course they've done something... No, basically. Nothing done properly, and nothing with any kind of sense of... I dread to think what it would have been like in the 60s. I can imagine, to be honest with you, that my neighbours would know, because his mother lived here from when they were first. He grew up in these houses, and he's in his 70s now, and his mother just passed away a couple of years ago, and she was 90-odd. So he grew up in these houses, so he must actually know what these houses looked like back then. And what they were like. Excuse me, I just shut the back door for the dog. So he must know. But I'm not going to go ask him, because he's the grumpiest fucker as it is. So I'm not going to go check. He's sod off. But yeah, I can imagine they were quite bright. Because, I mean, I remember my uncle's kitchen from the 60s was like a green colour kitchen. And the units were green, like Malamite green. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was kind of similar, either like a yellow or a green or those kind of colours. Hence all the blue and the green and stuff everywhere. It would kind of make sense, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, but we're getting there. As says, now we've just got to put a ceiling up, find out where all the gas pipes go, find out where all the water pipes go, put a ceiling up, put a floor down, put the walls up, paint it. Well, base coat it, then paint it, because it's going to be flesh plaster, so it's going to need at least 3 whitewashers. Paint it. And then put all of this in, which the cat's now fallen asleep on. And then it's just a matter of clearing away the old kitchens and stuff. And hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, it'll be beautiful. But, have I learnt my lesson? Yes. Because would I do anything else in this house again? No. I did the hallway with my mother and it caused fights and arguments. I just like, I did the living room, but that didn't cause fights and arguments because I had an able-bodied male helping me with a friend of ours called Craig, but I haven't got able-bodied males helping me at the moment. No offence to Eno, but he's busy working and he's doing things and he can't help me. So, and it just causes fights and it causes arguments, and I'm starting to go. And he said to me last night, but there's still the bathroom to do and stuff. And I'm like, I don't. I think I'll just put up with it as it is. Maybe put a cheap bit of lino down and hope for the best that it lasts. I mean, we're going to have to glue some tiles back on, but hopefully it lasts. Because I can't see me wanting to do anything for the next few years now. Because honest to God, the whole experience of how it's made my family. I is weak, he says. You're not weak. You're just busy. You're a busy boy. You're always working. You're always doing things. You know, you don't have time. We literally do not have time. He is a busy bee. He is. We literally, I'm being honest, do not have time. And that's being honest. Somebody has to constantly be looking after the animals and the children and feeding us and clothing us and making sure things like that are going off, and that's me. And then somebody else has to be earning the money, and that's Leo. And it was his suggestion I come and Twitch stream and stuff to maybe, you know, get myself out there a little bit in the world, because I don't really have much of a life outside of this house. And maybe to, you know, see other potential ways of maybe earning a little bit of income into the household. And I'm like, because I'm just like, well, I won't be doing a kitchen stream again. Let's just put it. Once this is done, there'll be no more kitchens going in for a long time. So yeah, I'm finding it all quite stressful, and I'm finding it all a bit like, and I'm finding myself in a position where, like the last stream I did was like lots of people insulting me and things like that, and I was just like, what would happen if I wasn't in the mood to take it? You know, it made me question a few things, and I was just like, unique content series. Sue and this house battle. Yes, I know, but it's not going to be a unique content series if you know, it stresses the family out to the point where nobody wants to do it and watch it, because you can't stream because you're stressed out. I can't stream because I'm stressed out. The house is upside down. That's no good to anybody. So we're taking it easy. We're going to try and just get through this. I think Leo will stream tomorrow, because even if I have to sit Dylan in the background and cut him up or take him upstairs and let him play on his Kindle up in bed, I'll let Leo do some streaming, because it's a game he likes as well tomorrow. So, you know, he'll be fine with that. But It's been hard work. It really has. And I says I'll make him come on tomorrow and do some twitching. But it's just so tiring. Where there's a will, there's a way. Which you have, yeah, I know. It's fine, we'll get there. It's just tiring. It's so exhausting. And you just feel like, it feels, at the moment, I'm excited for the new kitchen, but it feels like it's a long way away. I know it's not. I know it's only a few weeks away, but it feels like a long, long way away. And I know Dylan's back at school next week, and that feels like a long, long, long way away. And it's not. It's only like next week or so, but it feels like forever away. And I think it's just a combination of having that kitchen ripped out while in lockdown with a 4-year-old who won't sleep, and animals who are distressed because of the kitchen being ripped out, and me who gets stressed out at the best of times because of my illnesses and things like that. And I'm just like, maybe not a good idea to do this again. But we will continue, and we will prevail, and we will get there. And there'll be a day where I go, let's have a look at the beautiful finished kitchen. But it ain't today. Today is, I ain't got a wall. I ain't got a ceiling. You know, it's... And tomorrow is going to be, I ain't got gas pipes and I ain't got floors. Yeah, so it's a long way to go yet. But it just feels like you're taking forever to get anywhere, and it feels like you're treading water. And it's really, really difficult when you feel like that. It feels like you're swimming through treacle. So. Yeah, I'm going to be twitching. I'll be here. I'll be showing people the mess that we're living in quite happily. I have shown some people already the mess that we're living in, but we're slowly getting on top of it. It's slow, it's steady, but we're getting there. Baz says it's made me very reluctant to rip anything else out anytime soon. I think that bathroom might be staying for a few years yet. He wants the attic done, and I understand why he wants the attic done, but I'm now fearing the mess for Dylan's bedroom, because it's going to have to go up through Dylan's bedroom, because that's where the opening is to the attic. And I'm like, and he's got this weird conception in his head that it only costs like £1,000 to do the attic. It really doesn't. He's going to be very shocked when he finds out that that's going to be about £8,000 to board up all the attic and have like lighting and things fitted in there. But I can't tell him. Depends on what you want to do. He wants it all boarding off and electricity and all that kind of stuff putting up there. Loft ladders putting in, basically making it accessible to him to get up there. But I don't think it's going to be like £1,000 worth of work. I think it's going to be more than that. The same way those windows were quoted to us at like, it'll only cost a couple of $100 to fix those windows and board one up, and the other one, or just buy a new window and chuck it in for a few £100. It's now been like, that one to board up's going to be £500, and that one's going to be like £1,000. 4,500 about that. See? I hope he's listening. I've told him it won't be £1,000. There is electric up there. Yes, but you want proper lights and things put in there, mate. You can't just have fucking electricity wires hanging down. You have to have fucking wires and shit put in there that are proper. He won't listen. But yeah, I've said all the way along it's not going to be like £1,000 job. But some of his mates from work were boarding theirs themselves, and they've kind of done this thing where they've gone, if I help you, you can help me, and then we got put in lockdown, so they've probably done this already by themselves. So maybe he can pay his mates from work to come and help him, I don't know. Because that might be the easiest way, if they show him how to do it and pay them in beer and kindness and cake, and I don't know, I can cook. Yeah. Pay them in things and money, just here, have a few £100, help us put some floorboards down in our attic. But yeah, I think it's going to be a bigger job than Leo thinks it is. And I actually wanted the kitchen first. I was like, I'd rather have a working kitchen, because I don't have didn't have a working kitchen. I still don't have a working kitchen. But I'd rather have a working kitchen than have the attic. But he'd rather have the attic. And that ended up being a row as well, because he thinks the attic's going to... we should have had the attic done. It'll only cost about £1,000. And it wouldn't have. It would have cost us more than that. The attic's huge. It's massive. I was told by the electrician that went up there, it's absolutely massive up there. We could put possibly 2 bedrooms and a bathroom up there. It's huge. So, you know, he needs to give up the idea that it's about £1,000 worth of work, I think. I'm not trying to stamp on him, but I don't think he has a realistic expectation. At least when I walked into the kitchen, I was expecting £10,000 to £11,000. It's ended up being £15,000 to £16,000. But that's because some of the price got put up by Leo himself wanting things that were a little bit nicer. And some of the prices gone up because the work that needed doing was extensive. We've kind of had to accept it. There was a lot more than what looked on the surface. And as I said, I feel bloody sorry for that gas man when he comes tomorrow and has to find all the pipes and where they all go and if they are actually connected to anything and how the hell they're going to hide those pipes, I don't know. So I think we're going to end up with pipes on display still. If we do, we do. There's nothing we can do about it. But it's just hilarious because it's like, I told them. It's purely the extras, he says. Purely the extras. But yeah, anyway, we were saving up to go to Disney and we're using that to pay for the kitchen extras that we didn't expect that are now being paid for. So, yeah, start saving up for Disney again after that, and hopefully, I says there won't be much more that needs doing in this house. He wants the attic done. We would have liked the bathroom done. I would have liked in here wallpapered, but in here wallpapering, me and my mum can do without the aid of anybody else. And I'll have to stick with the carpet I've got in here for the time being and just leave it until I can afford something else. But yeah, our savings have been wiped for the sake of a kitchen. Our stress levels are through the roof for the sake of a kitchen. There's a lot of work still to go for the sake of a kitchen. I've still got to paint the bugger because it's me that has to do the paint work because Leo's working. So I'm going to have to do all the decorating and stuff myself. And that says it's going to be at least 2-3 layers of whitewash and then proper white coat on the ceiling and the green on the walls. Easily, I think it's going to be 2 or 3 coats of whitewash because it's fresh plaster. So, or we end up with a situation like we did in our bedroom where nobody put the whitewash on the walls in the bedroom and just painted straight onto the walls and it all blew. So that's got to be filled and redone. So that's going to be fun. And we've got to strip all of that paint off and redo that at some point. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, 2 steps forward, 3 back at the moment. And it's just, I've just wanted to get on top of something in this house. I wanted to have a grasp on something in this house. And I was hoping that it would be the kitchen. The living room's fine. So if we had the living room, we had the kitchen, we had in here done, that would be it. The downstairs is done. The rest of the house can fuck off. It doesn't matter if it looks like crap, you know. People can go to the toilet and the toilet's usable. Who cares? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I'm going to have to give up the ghost here and just go, this house is untamable. Not without, I mean, when we first moved in, the walls all had to come off. The rendering had to be all redone. We had to drain the walls out because they were so damp. They were 96% damp. The time we'd finished, including new boilers, new electrics, everything that needed doing in this house to make it just livable in, we'd spent about £30,000. And I said to him, for that money, this house should have been fucking rocking. It should have been stunning. But that was just to get it fucking safe and up to a standard that we could use it in. We had no bedroom walls. We had nothing. Everything upstairs and downstairs has been replastered now, at least. Kitchen's going to be replastered in the next couple of days, so there's no more black mortar. At least fighting black mortar's been a pain in the arse. Yeah, it's been hard. This house has kicked my arse, and I think the kitchen was the kind of final nail in the coffin. And I've gone, I give up, I surrender, I don't care anymore. I'll wait till Dylan's older and do it when he's a teenager and at school and out my way and doesn't come home till 7 in the evening with his mates and ignores me. Oh, Mum, bye, I'm going to my room, bye. You know what I mean? And I don't have the animals around because we've already decided once these dogs and cats are gone, we're probably not having any more. So I will wait. I will bide my time now. So it's going to be a good 10-year wait, but I will bide my time. And then eventually I will get this house done. But it's completely cut off my streaming services because, as I said, I can no longer Twitch stream Sue fucking fights this house. I might do Sue cooking in the new kitchen still. We'll see. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody taking on this amount of work in a house that, you know what I mean, with kids and animals and things like that. It's just too much. It really is. Unless you've got some serious skills. And yes, unless you're both healthy and you've both got some serious DIY skills. Because it's been too much. And I wasn't expecting it to be this much. It was almost like it became a joke that it was like, I thought these houses were solid, but they're fucking not. I'm surprised it's still standing. It was so bodged job together. It was literally like held together with sticky black plastic and bloody hope. I swear to God. It's like there was nothing else going off in this house except for a bit of hope, you know. And it just makes you feel like, oh my God, how did they get away with doing this for all these years to this house? How did they get away with not having things done properly? I can't live like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm one of those people, I want it done properly. I don't know how anybody could live with it bodge job the way it must have been 50 years of bodge job. You know, it's like, come on, bless her. I know she got old in the end and people just came in and bodge jobbed it for her, but it's like, come on. 50 years of bodge job's not a good idea by anybody's standard. So yeah, I'm just like, this is Sue, very tired, and Leo, very tired, and Dylan, very tired, and the animals, very tired, going, please just wave us a magic wand and get this house finished. But we sort of knew some of it when we moved in. Some of it wasn't picked up on surveys and things. Some of it was. But I think it's just been, I just want that kitchen done now. It's like, I will get that kitchen done. Disease from you know. You lost your magic wand, sorry. Okay. Oh well, bless you. We lost ours as well. We lost ours years ago. The thing that annoys me is, this is what really gets me. There was a house not too much further up the road, on Depot Road, which is just up the road, that I went to go and see, and I never showed Leo. And it was, the only way I can put it was my dream house. Absolutely, totally my dream house. It had a little back garden that had like a secret passageway into another little back garden area, which was brilliant, like alcoved off, and it had like its own little secret garden. It had like 3 reception rooms and a kitchen, and it was like an old Victorian house with all the fucking fixtures and everything still in it, and it was beautiful, and it big, huge Victorian rooms, upstairs and down. Only problem was it was exceptionally damp all the way through, and hadn't been modernised in years. And I went, it's going to be too much work. And I walked away from it. And I went, no, it'll be too much work. And we took this house believing that it'd be less work, and it's actually been just about the same, if not more. So I look back now and go, I should have fucking took that house and done the work in that house. But too late now. Nothing I can do. I've got this house. But I kind of regret walking away from that house going, it's too much work. I'm not even going to show it, Leo, because it's too much work. He will take one look at it and just go, it's too much work. And then coming into this house, believing that there'd be less work, and actually it's been just about the same, if not more. I regret that completely. And it's like, oh, I should have bought that house at Depot Road. And there was also another house I liked, that was a 4-bedroomed house that I liked, that Leo really didn't like. So it came down to this house and that house in the end. And Leo really didn't like the other house. So we ended up here. And I've regretted this house ever since. I've been like, I wish I'd never bought this house. So it's been a tough one. It's been a tough cookie of a house, and it's been a tough cookie of a project to kind of get it up to any sort of standard to live in. It didn't help. I got pregnant with Dylan not long after being here. That was a bit unexpected. And it was a bit like, okay, all of a sudden we were being told, well, you need to have a room for your child. You need to have a bedroom that's got walls in. And we were like, yeah, we better get those done. So that also didn't help, because we had to rush things along and get people in and get things done quickly, just to get it livable in. So I kind of shot myself in the foot with that one. But we made it livable in, and it is livable in, but it's not the best house. And there's a lot of work that needs doing to it, and there's a lot of money that could be spent on this to make it into an amazing house. It's like, if you've got the money and the vision, this house could be absolutely brilliant. We can have an extension put out the back. We can go up into the loft. The loft is massive. We can do some things some of the neighbours have done. And this house could be absolutely amazing. But it's been a fight. It's been an absolute bitch fight just to get anything done and to get anybody to help us with it. And as says, every time we've gone, finally we've got somebody who's coming in to do this, something's gone wrong, or touch wood, it doesn't this time. It seems like we've got somebody who knows what they're frigging doing, at least. But it seems like that every time we've had somebody come in, it's been a bit of we found something else. And it's like, that's why I'm dreading the gas man coming in tomorrow. I'm like, please don't tell me we have to have the whole house reboilered and fucking the gas fittings all fucking ripped out and starting again, because I can't be doing with it. I really can't. As far as we know, the boiler's safe, so fucking leave it be. You know what I mean? That boiler's only a few years old. Leave it alone. We know the back boiler and the fireplace that's behind here, because this is not normally where the sofa is. The sofa is normally over the other side of the room. This fireplace, we know, is screwed. So we don't use that. We don't touch it. We know the back boiler's screwed, so we don't touch that. But as far as we know, it's disconnected. As far as we know. I did get gas safety people in the first week we moved in and went, just check everything. And their exact words were, don't use that fireplace. The back boiler's disconnected. Your boiler that you've got is a bit shit. So we had the new boiler put in. And we were like, right, okay, we've had to... In fact, it went not long after Christmas. So we had the new boiler put in, and touch wood, that's been fine. But we know there's pipes that go to nowhere, so he's going to be like, I'm on a road to nowhere tomorrow as he's walking around this house going, where the fuck's that pipe go? I'm actually half tempted to see if he'll let me Twitch stream it, because I know he's going to be pulling his hair out. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be like, this poor guy's going to come in and go, yeah, just, oh, fuck, where's this one going? He's going to be like, yeah, good luck with that. There's 40 pipes when you only need one. And it's like, good luck with figuring out what the other 40 are for. The water pipes are crap. I don't know We've got a shower that goes down into our utility room, and it's not even covered the piping. So it just pours out everywhere. It's hilarious. So that's got to be fixed at some point. We've got drains that need fixing at some point. It's like more and more and more things. Now, some of them will be sorted out while they're doing this, because it'll be the same people doing the same jobs. Because when they put a dishwasher in, they're going to have to check the drain's capable for it. Otherwise, the dishwasher will back up. Do it. It'd be fun to watch. He will rip his hair out back around. I promise you faithfully, that guy is going to come in tomorrow. I think this is going to be dead easy. I'm just going to chase these pipes and move that one over here and it'll be fine. And then he's going to be like, why is that pipe there? What is this one for? Who is this about? What's that? Why is there 6 pipes coming out of that one? And you want to watch that now? It's going to be like human torture of the poor guy. How to torture a poor gas fitter. It's not fair. I can't do it to him. Besides, if he wants to Twitch stream, he can Twitch stream it himself. But yeah, it's I feel kind of bad for him now. Gosh, I'm yawning. I'm so tired. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for him now because the poor guy's gonna get it in the neck. Bless him. Yeah, hello and welcome to What's That Pipe. I can see it. I can see him go. Don't know where this goes. Oh, bless. We might have to rip more ceilings down. Well, you're not. And I don't know where it goes. Oh, bless him. Oh, I don't know. We suspect we know where a couple of them go, but we can't prove it yet until he's gone around chasing them. So we'll see what he finds tomorrow. You might find it's dead simple, and I could be completely wrong. And he comes in and goes, oh, yeah, I'm just doing this, and it'll be fine. And I'll be like, damn it. Because that's not how this house goes. This house goes, you know what? You want some new lights put in your dining room. Well, unfortunately, the dining room lights and the kitchen sockets are hooked up together. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to take those lights out now, are you? Okay. Those lights are not hooked up to the dining room light socket. They're hooked up to the kitchen light socket. Why are they hooked up to the kitchen light socket? Because we felt like it. You know what I mean? It's like... yeah. Welcome to the house that Jack built. So, yeah, I do think tomorrow he's going to come in thinking he's going to have an easy piping job and find himself in a lot of trouble. But we shall see. I will give you updates on Eno's Twitch tomorrow, because Eno will be twitching tomorrow evening, and I will give people updates about what the pipe fitter said, because I'm sure it'll be hilarious. You should call Gordon Ramsay the real kitchen nightmare. I should, really. It's not just the kitchen, though, it's the whole house. That's what I'm saying. If it was just the kitchen, I'd be like, right, now we're having the kitchen ripped out and the kitchen's gone. Awesome. We've got a bare room now. It's awesome. And we've got the rest of the kitchen here to put in. It'll be fine. We'll get it sorted. But it's not just that kitchen. It's every sodding room. There's something stupid that's been done by somebody. And you just think... It's like Willy Wonka has came in and done the DIY. He does hotels. Yeah, I know he does hotels. But he does the hotel hells and things like that. Get his team in. His team would die. Gordon Ramsay's team would die. Shit, the gas fitter said. But, yeah, it's been the whole house. I says it's like Willy Wonka came in and went, well, just put this here. It's like the Cat in the Hat and Willy Wonka had a field day doing the decorating. It was like they got together and went, let's do the house. They shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed, I'm telling you. The Cheshire Cat says so. Ain't you, Cheshire Cat? Yeah. He says it shouldn't be allowed either. And I said, I'm just so like, oh, what are we going to do? Anyway, on that note, I'm probably going to go and help relieve Eno of the child, because he's still not asleep. Cheshire Cat. He's the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. He's Disney's Cheshire Cat. I have the White Rabbit up there and my little... Oh, if I can grab her. Here we go. Yalla dilla do, yalla, yalla dilla do. Yalla dilla 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 do, yalla yalla. So that's my yodeling flamingo. This room is Alice in Wonderland themed. And eventually we'll have, that says blue Alice in Wonderland coloured wallpaper up. And there's lots of little hints to Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, Head and Sans Wonderland, Macabran. We have a theme in my life, and I decided, you know, that I wanted an Alice in Wonderland themed dining room. Seemed like a good idea at the time. And then, as I said, what happened was we've been doing... Hey, got the name. Dylan loves the flamingo. He does. He really loves the flamingo. But yeah, there's bits all over this house that are hints at Alice in Wonderland. But in this room, there's loads. We've got pictures. We've got, as there's stuff for animals. We've got little details on shelves and things that you have to go looking for. But yes, I have teapots strewn along a wall. You know, I have little hints everywhere of Alice in Wonderland in this room. And eventually I will have a full checkerboard floor put down, and there will be a very Alice in Wonderland room in here, and it'll be my proper little tea party room, and I'll be able to have all my teapots out and things like that. But for now, we were telling him about the car making. We were telling Eno about the car making. About we made Robin a pimp car. And we made Dylan a car, and I made myself a car. Now I want a smart car. I keep telling Leo I want a smart car now. I want a purple smart car. So yeah, we've been telling him about that. Dylan told him all about it as well, that he had a Spider-Man car. So you made Dylan's day with the Spider-Man car. So you made Dylan very happy. I think it'd be, as she says, a good reward for people who come onto your channel to make them a car if they give you, you know what I mean, so many bits, or if they give you, if they save up their channel points and pay for it, they can have a car in Grand Theft Auto. I think that's quite a cool little reward. So I'd stick with that one. Glad to make him happy. That's what I want to do with it. Yeah, he made his day. The only thing that made his day any more better was watching the hippo bag being taken for the first time. The hippo bag came and got took. And blew his mind. Absolutely blew his mind. And I'm going to see if I can film the next time they come and take the next bag away for him, with him, because it blew his little brains out. It really did. I want to see a child run around and go, watch him collect a hippo bag. It's hilarious. But yeah, anyway, this is my Wonderland. This is my Alice in Wonderland themed everything. So yes, there is a Cheshire Cat in the room. There is a patchwork sofa here. There is lots of little hints to Alice in Wonderland all over the place in here. And eventually, when I stream in here full time and have the computer set back up again and everything, you'll be able to see quite a lot of them. And as says, I'm doing the walls eventually, Alice in Wonderland Blue. That was supposed to be at the end of this year. It's now looking like that's not going to happen because it'll wait till Dylan's like older, but it'll get done eventually. But yeah, everything's got a reason in this house. Our hallway is a mix between Leonardo da Vinci and Assassin's Creed. Because Leo loves Assassin's Creed, and I liked a lot of Leonardo da Vinci prints and things like that. So I made it yellow walls with a wallpaper that looks like Leonardo da Vinci's wallpaper, and then we have Da Vinci prints, and we have an Ezio print that looks like he's falling as he's coming down the stairs, if you know what I mean. So it looks like he overhangs the stairs. So it's kind of like a secret nod, and there's hints of both all over the place. There's like an aeroplane model that we got, and you know, little figurines. Yeah, we know that's why we did it, because Da Vinci's in Assassin's Creed, and I like Da Vinci prints and he likes Assassin's Creed, so we went with a mix of the two, even down to our see if I can show you, even down to we're going even down to our lampshade is Da Vinci themed. So we've got kind of Da Vinci wallpaper going off, but we have handmade, oh, I can't see you, lampshades that are Da Vinci lampshades that were specially made. So they were specialist made lampshades. And then, as says, as you go up the stairs, we have Assassin's Creed prints. Hello, Dylan. Hello.
What are you doing
Streaming.
up here?
Go away. And we have Da Vinci prints everywhere. And then we have little bits and bobs that, like the aeroplane, and the little counting clock, the Da Vinci's clock. We have a raven, which is not from this room, it's actually due from the other way. No, not spinning the repeller. But we have little bits that are Da Vinci.
Let me have the clock. I wanted to wait.
Everywhere. So the lampshades and everything.
Take the clock.
Come on, down we go.
Don't fall in the pool.
We'll go for a wee and a poo then. Somebody's tired and grumpy. So, yeah. This is our little... You can spot him coming down the stairs. But only if you're coming down the stairs. You don't know he's there. He's just not there. If you get what I mean. It's well hidden. So that was the theming of our hallway. Our dining room is very... This is Alice in Wonderland. Our living room, we went with kind of like 1930s meets Marvel. I think that's the best way of putting it. So there's a lot of Marvel stuff in there. There's a lot of Marvel prints in there. There's a lot of... But there's also some 1930s comic prints in there and things like that. So we went with the kind of vintage comic kind of theme in there. And that works out quite well because that suits Leo quite well. Leo's bedroom's fully Marvel-ish and DC and all that kind of stuff. Dylan's bedroom's fully Marvel. My bedroom, I went with our bedroom, the adults, grown-ups bedroom. I weirded the guy out because I wanted very, 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 very bright pink, almost that pink, with very, very dark grey, because I wanted like a mandala on the wall, which I'm doing now. So that's very hippie. We have a lot of kind of hippiness going off in there. And then it says in here, it's very... Good evening. Chabadi. Good evening. We were just talking about what our theming in our house. So in here we have the Alice in Wonderland room. And I says, oddly, the kitchen's the only room that doesn't really have a theming. But I've decided, because I'm painting it green, it's going to be lime green, that I'll figure something out. I'm sure I can figure something. I'll find something. But at the moment, it doesn't have a theme. But every room has its own little weird theme. So the fact that we have no kitchen right now, we can maybe think of a theme. If people can think of a theme for that kitchen. Because, I mean, you know, it'd be nice to have something different in here and unique. So if anybody can think of something unique for this kitchen, maybe when it starts getting done and it's near, you know, it's near completion, if anybody can think of anything. Oh, child screaming. And it's near completion and we finally got everything in. If anybody can think of a good theme for a kitchen, that would go with like lime green and greys and those kind of colours. Please let us know, because this would be another room that we could theme. As says, we've got the Assassin's Creed theme going off in the hallway. We've got the Alice in Wonderland in the dining room. You like it how it is? This got ripped out today. The whole old kitchen got ripped out, and this is why the bang and the kitchen is gone. And this is what we're left with. Very authentic and rustic it is. It's charming. My husband says it looks like something out of a horror film. But, yeah, it's absolutely minging old wallpaper. We don't want that. That's what we don't want. That's got to go. But yeah, so I says maybe we can think of a theming for in here that goes with the things I'm coming up with. But at the moment, I haven't thought of one. But at the moment, we're at this stage. So we've got a way to go yet, haven't we? Hopefully at least the next 2 or 3 weeks before this is a bit more sorted. But it's all out in the front garden now, so we don't have to worry. It's gone. The kitchen is gone. And with that, I'm probably going to go in a second because I have to go and relieve my husband from husbandly duties of looking after a little boy who is being a banana biscuit. And he is being a banana biscuit. So I'm probably going to leave you people be and just say thank you for coming to say hello. And hopefully we'll do another kitchen catch-up in the next couple of days. Kitchen apocalypse, yeah. Hopefully we'll do another kitchen catch-up in another couple of days. Marry you, please. Sorry, already married. Got a little Nana you can have. Yeah, love mummy. Going into the living room. Go on. So hopefully this will be something different in the next couple of days. Dylan, please go in there. I can't even say goodbye because he's being silly. No marriage is allowed in Saudi Arabia. Why are you out here? Sorry, I'm very happy with my. You'll be my 9th. Oh, you've already got 9. You don't need any more. And I've got 1 already. I've got 3 kids already. I don't need it. Sorry, no offence, but nope. Didn't want to get married to the one I'm married to, and I've been married to him for 15 years. See what nonsense I have to put up with. So yeah, hopefully the next week or so I'll be catching up with this. Do you not like the Browns? I've dated an Iranian before, so it's not about that, love. It's about the fact that I'm happily married to somebody I'm very happy with. And, you know, sorry. Got mine. So, sorry. But yeah, anyway, hopefully we will be able to do another update in the next few days. Eno will be on tomorrow. I will make sure Eno's on tomorrow. You can come and ask Eno if he wants to marry you. He'll be on tomorrow evening from about 10 o'clock, Eno M. Coney. And he will be streaming. What are you streaming tomorrow, Eno? Sleeping Dogs again. So he'll be on Sleeping Dogs. So he'll have a great time with Sleeping Dogs tomorrow. I will take Dylan out the way. Hopefully it goes better than your last flight. Okay. So I will let you all go and I will say goodnight for the evening and I will update you tomorrow after. Eno M. Coney, do you want a husband, mate? He says. Maybe be on tomorrow. I'm going to try and get him on tomorrow to stream. I'm going to try and force him. Because he needs it. He needs some head chill time, to be honest with you. Especially from that little git face who won't go to sleep at the moment. Anna says, I will. Would be nice to have a man about the house. There you go, you've got an offer. There you go. Go on then. Off you go, Dylan. Can I please say goodbye? Can I please? Go on. So, anyway, I apologise. It's taking me half an hour to say goodbye because of this one. Assuming my gender. Well, you can have my husband's happy to marry you. You can have another husband. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. You can have another husband. You've got wives. You can have an extra husband. It's fine. Anyway, as I was saying, I will let you know how the piping goes tomorrow on Eno's stream, on his Twitch tomorrow, from about 10 o'clock onwards. And I will try and get back about Wednesday, Thursday time and see how... see what I'm putting up with that child. And see how far we've got. So, bye-bye all. Have a nice evening. Speak to you soon, everybody. Bye.